Alright, time for some solo gathering in the Black Zone. I am finally a tier 6 lumberjack. So I kinda wanna check out how expensive tier 5 wood is right now. I wonder if it went down from the last week. 411 right now. Still pretty solid, considering that I would gather it pretty quickly, and tier 6 wood has still a pretty good price. I do want more journals. I definitely want more journals. Let's take 6. Oh, I may actually go for Timber Slope Dell after being done with Deepwood George. Southwest is the way to go. I wonder when going to Timber Slope, what was it, Dell or whatever? I know that with a Gallant horse, I'm able to get through the tunnel without losing the invisibility and invincibility that I have right now. I don't know if a giant stack is actually fast enough. 15? How much does a Gallant horse have? I think a Gallant horse has 130 maybe? Is it the month of the Gallant horse? It is 125% gallop speed. I mean, I would want to take 4.1 resources, but I don't want to lose my invincibility yet. No idea how dangerous the map that I'm going to enter right now is right now. And suddenly there's a circle. Looks like oh, it's actually a ganking group. And it's a ganking group that would easily kill me. Okay, ganking groups start existing. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure that there were some before as well. And the last time I've been here, there were some gankers. Cannot attack. Cannot attack. I'm unable to attack. But I'm also invincible. 3 seconds. Still. What was it? It was less than 10 seconds of being silenced afterwards. I can already eat my pork pie. The 4.3 has respawned. Maybe I want to wait for 10 stacks before I take it. How long does it take to get those stacks? 30 seconds. Oh, let's just not wait. Let's not wait. How much money is that? Ooh, 6.1. 26k. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. If it was full... I mean, it's tier 4, so I do get 2 pieces at once. Nonetheless. If it was full, then probably 50 to 70k, depending on how often I get the gathering bonus, I suppose. I think the last time I've went for this, I've actually filled my inventory pretty quickly. Not my inventory, but my carry weight. The giant stack slowly may become too weak for me. I may want to upgrade to the Saddle Wild Boar very soon. But I haven't checked the price yet. 1 week has passed, so maybe the Setted Wild Boar is less expensive now. I'll try to remember to take a look after I've cleared this map. Tier 6 wood actually being worth more than 1000 per piece. If it was this valuable, I would get pretty rich pretty quickly on the NA server. I mean, I'm never going to come back basically, but I'm pretty sure that tier 6 wood on the NA server is worth at maximum 600 silver per piece. And just grinding lead tier 6 resources already gives about 2 million per hour there. So it's giving like 2.5 times more would mean 5 million per hour. That would be pretty damn good for just gathering in relatively safe zones. This person doesn't look very dangerous. Person even looks pretty weird. Alien jacket, carving sword, and Fort Sterling cape. Maybe he's just using the Fort Sterling cape for running around in the black zone. The last time I've been in this map, I've seen those gankers at the entrance, and I believe I've seen some people die between the two entrances there in the northeast and the southeast. But I wasn't running into any dangerous people, I believe, when I was just gathering in the north and the west. And I probably also gathered in the south. I do not remember if I got any big stack. There's a red exclamation mark over my head, so I would assume there was somebody who was invisible next to me. Now he isn't anymore. But could it be a ganker? Would a ganker use invisibility? The invisibility shrine? If it was a solo ganker, maybe. There's a roads portal pretty close to me, so I'm not too scared. 4.1, but there's a bear. I don't think that the 4.1 wood is worth my time if I have to kill a bear for it. Tier 5 wood is way more valuable. I would only be taking this because it's making me level up pretty quickly. Not for the money, because 4.1 wood should be pretty damn terrible money-wise. And I'm going to take 4.1 stone. 4.1 wood. I can then just throw this stuff away once I hit my maximum carry weight, so I can continue for a little bit longer. Any beautiful resources here in the north? A lot of trees were pretty low on pieces. I think almost every tier 6 tree was on either 1 out of 5 or 2 out of 5, mostly 1 out of 5. So some people have been taking stuff here. Let's hope that I will find some more full trees when I go further. Not sure what the likelihood of that is. Not sure. Not finding too many tier 4 resources right now, but I'm at the edge of the map. Usually at the edge of the map there are mostly high tier resources and some tier 5. Also around these black dots, these bigger black dots on the map. Same story. And the cliffs as well. Usually high tier resources there. I'm obviously mostly finding tier 6 wood right here. Here and there a little bit of tier 5. Basically no tier 4. Here at the edge of the map. I don't mind. Would just be nice if the stuff was enchanted. What's the enchantment rate? 15%. That's not that low. I may find quite a few enchanted resources then. 5.1 wood, how expensive is that right now? 640 compared to 416. The prices went lower. More people seem to be able to gather this kind of stuff and do actually gather it. But most of the tier 5 trees I've seen here were full. Somebody going for tier 5 wood would probably also have a better time gathering in a tier 5 map, I suppose. Somebody was killed at the exit. This guy is doing PvE. I mean, he has a giant stack, but he's not really losing too much health. Also, he's playing the firewall, so it would not be too easy to kill him. It's not that great to be seen the whole time. He doesn't have any PvP fame though. He's in some kind of guild. This is a different guild. I think they are interested. Yes, they are. Okay, first time that I'm getting chased by relevant people, I would say. Or am I? Am I getting chased still? Like, one or two people's... They killed somebody very different. So maybe it was just a coincidence that it looked like they were interested in me. They didn't kill me and they didn't kill this weird, weak dude who I've seen, this tier 5 fire mage. May actually just have been a coincidence. Because they weren't using ganking gear. More on the side of small scale. Even though that one dude had a... What's it called? Demon cape, which is weird. But I mean, if the group is big enough, then a demon cape is actually not that bad. Would be kind of weird to have it on somebody who's using leather though. Leather armor. Seems like they weren't terribly interested in me. Which makes sense, because I'm really not that insanely valuable. And I would say that I've played somewhat safely when I was seen. So, not sure. Was an interesting situation. But it definitely looks like they were already at the pursuit of a target. Can't really imagine them randomly killing somebody else if they just dismounted for me there. It's possible, but unlikely. Because if it was somebody who was completely worthless, they probably would have stick to trying to get me instead. And if it was somebody strong, then they probably already had to put in some effort to actually dismount him beforehand, unless they were able to bait him. Weird situation. Very interesting. Me walking into the corner of the map is obviously somewhat risky, considering that I have just been seen by a moderately dangerous group with faster mounts, tier 7 gear, who seemed to be interested in me. But since they stopped chasing me so early, I think I'm fine. And also because they actually killed somebody else. Also something that makes me worry less about me. They obviously were doing something interesting. I really wonder if it was a bait or if they actually managed to dismount somebody. If you play wolves, you will be able to dismount a lot of people though. Even if you're playing a bloodletter with a stalker jacket. So a couple of minutes have passed and I've not seen anyone of this group. I mean, I would also really strongly suspect that they went into the next map. I don't think they are going to stay here. All those trees are not full though. And there's a treasure. 3 little treasures in there. Already on 44% carry weight. The giant stack is really not able to carry too much anymore compared to the gathering speed that I've already achieved, which will only get more and more. Level 10 on tier 6 wood already. Finally some trees that are not empty anymore. Slightly bad position there though. I will probably kill this mob. I will probably just kill this one. I don't care about that other mob. Those small mobs are so insanely worthless compared to the real mobs, to the normal mobs. These small guys give 0 fame and 0 silver and have an insanely low chance to actually drop anything valuable. A lot of stuff has already been taken in this map. People do take the stuff. Not good for me. I'm interested in seeing how it's going to be in Timber Slope whatever. The tier 6 map of the 3 Timber Slope maps. There's a circle at the exit. Doesn't mean too much to me for now, I would say. Tunnel in the southwest is definitely not a great escape option. If I can avoid it, I will avoid going into the tunnel. The tunnel would most likely be pretty deadly for me, because my mount is so slow. 6.2. It's getting time that I'll be able to gather more than one resource on tier 6. But that's going to take a while. I will probably, most likely reach tier 7 on wood before I get a second resource on tier 6. But it kind of depends. Maybe I'll go a little bit more into the roads once I have everything on tier 5. Because then gathering all those old tier 5 resource mobs will be very efficient for leveling up. Some will even give money. Like the tigers. There was a circle. And now here's a small chest. Does this mean that I don't want to check it? I'm not too sure. Because I really want to check it. I'm very curious. Over 50% carry weight already. I'm only running around for 20 minutes. Seems like I really need to upgrade my mount. Really can't hold enough stuff anymore. But upgrading my mount will make me much more expensive. But it will make me a little bit safer as well. The settled wild boar is way more tanky than the giant stack. I really need to go to the chest right now. Otherwise I'll be too late. I may already be too late. 4.1 wood. But I mean, there's a chance that I'm not going to contest it. There's a person. There are more people. There's some tier 6 wood. And there's a circle. Was very interesting gear though. This didn't look like... This didn't look like ganking gear. This looked rather like small scale gear. 2 people died. For a short moment I was thinking about if I wanted to perhaps try to steal a kill. Because I'm a bloodlet, I have tons of mobility. I can execute. But I also don't want to get chased by a group. The circle is moving, so I can go there and take the 6.1 wood now, I hope. I hope so. Before it took me about, I'm not sure, probably 40-50 minutes to fill my carry weight. Also using a 4.2 bag and giant stack. But now it seems like I'm quite a bit faster. Level 38 on tier 5 wood. Some nice little gathering speed bonus and some nice little gathering bonus. No, don't do it. Don't do it. I scared him. I managed to scare him away. 2,600. Maybe the 6.1 would maybe worth more in Fort Sterling though. Estimated market value of this is 1,470. I don't exactly remember how much it was in Fort Sterling. I feel like it was something like 1,300 something only in Fort Sterling. Not sure. But I'm pretty sure that I will be able to remember that. I want to check the price for the moose and for the saddled wild boar. But the last time moose were already more expensive than saddled wild boars, which is kind of sad. Because I kind of would like to use a moose. I would kind of like to do that. Having 120% gallop speed is pretty nice. The saddled wild boar only has 110, I believe. Or maybe 115? It may have 115%. But I will very soon know. Because it's obviously not going to take very long for me to get to 100% carry weight. Here there's more tier 6 wood as well. Those trees were much fuller. Let's take the rest of those that were left here, and I think I'll go a little bit further into the north first as well. Level 11 on tier 6 wood. Slowly, it's getting pretty slow. Level up these specific professions after once having reached the level 1. Of tier 6 wood gathering. But yeah, these trees here, they are more full. 70%. Didn't make much money yet, which is sad. I'm already running around for like 27 minutes or so. And still I'm not rich. 5.2 wood, that would be great. It's so insanely far away. It gives a lot of fame. It gives like 200k silver, most likely. It's so far away. I'm not that insanely slow though. Also nice to have only 2 seconds until my gallop works again. Gathering there is also pretty damn safe because it's so insanely close to the exit. There are a lot of tier 6 trees here. So I'm not too unhappy to have checked out this place. I will want to come back here. Hopefully nobody else is taking this tree here. There's a person and there's another person. And this person is able to gather it. No. Oh no. Not even a solo player, but actually a group. And actually has gathering gear with him. Tier 5 snow map. There's not very much stuff that I want to gather here. But I kind of want to... I actually want to get my invulnerability reset. If I walk far enough, I should lose the debuff. Run! I lost it. So I can zone back and have invulnerability. Even though the chance is very low. I still don't want to risk them waiting there. With all the cooldowns ready and me having 15 seconds. Having to wait 15 seconds until I can zone back through. The stack is still there? Weren't those the people who gathered it? I mean, I wasn't really paying attention to if he was actually gathering the 5.2. Maybe he stood next to it and gathered something else, hoping that somebody would attack him. That's a ganker. That's another ganker. Well, in this case... I have to move. I don't have invulnerability, and the bear paw player may be waiting here for me. I do want to eat my pork pie, so I don't get overweight. I do have invulnerability again. Two tier 7 gankers, but the bear paw player went somewhere else. Maybe he directly went for the big stack. This is a tier 8 lumberjack with a tier 7 harvester thing. Let's invite him to the party because he may be in a party. He's not changing his gear. He doesn't have any PvP fame. But his group knows where I am. I don't know how scared I have to be because I'm very close to the exit right now. But it's definitely looking a little bit more dangerous right now. Somebody was killed. It's really looking like I need to start paying attention to people. Like before today, almost everybody was harmless. But today, there were 2 groups with wolves. Those people are dangerous. They can kill me, especially since I'm really not that tanky yet. Having tier 8 gathering gear gives you quite the decent stats. But running around like this, I'm not going to be very tanky. Even while my beautiful gathering gear is excellent. Still only 1025 IP. Really not too tanky. Really still decently dangerous. If I remember correctly, the tier 6 map behind the tunnel called Timber Slopes something wasn't that safe either. I think I've even... Did I die in that map once? I'm not 100% sure, thinking about the NA server. I'm not 100% sure if I've ever died in that map while gathering, but I do know that I've died in the tier 7 map afterwards. And there it obviously was quite a bit more dangerous even. Of course, wasn't using a gallant horse, otherwise I wouldn't have died there. Another person dying here. Feels somewhat dangerous. Oh, a tier 2 mob and a very easy one as well. But I'm not interested. I would be probably doing it if I had a ranged weapon. Because then it would really be insanely easy. But being a melee, having to dodge all those annoying things on the floor. Another person dying. A lot of people are dying. Seems like this map is relatively dangerous. The gankers didn't chase me. But when I've encountered them, there was still the big stack. Maybe they were having some business there. Quite sad that I didn't get the big stack. The group using those swift claws seemed to go away from the stack at one point. Shortly afterwards, the tier 7 gankers were there. Maybe those gankers chased those tier 6 guys down. Were they using tier 6 gear? I don't exactly remember it. They also may have had tier 7 gear partly. I don't exactly remember. Definitely not very expensive gear. Some spear. A light crossbow. Not sure what the other guy was using. Maybe a carving? I don't remember. I don't even remember if I actually inspected the other guy as well. I'm pretty sure I didn't inspect the light crossbow. Another red circle. Goes to the roads portal. 6 out of 7 charges. Viable for escaping. But it looks like that's just some group being done with its business. 93% carry weight. We definitely got way more tier 5 wood than tier 6 wood this run. Most of these tier 5 trees were full. Which is probably pretty good for me. It's a decent amount of fame and actually still relatively decent money. 4.1 wood, completely worthless. Tier 5 wood being worth 5 times as much. It's also 1.5 times heavier, but still not actually debatable. Taking 4.1 wood for money is not viable. Right now, right here. I guess all those tier 4 resources are just too easy to obtain. Blue zone gaming all day long, I suppose. 96% carry weight. I'm guessing that I have about 500k loot right now. I really didn't find too much tier 6 wood. I really did not find much enchanted stuff. Pretty rough run so far. 1 out of 5. Pretty rough. There's some tier 6 down there. There's some tier 5 up here. There's a lot of tier 5. Okay, 3 mobs at once. Let's go. And there's a person. I couldn't inspect him. He only saw me for a very short amount of time. But I'm going to lose so much health doing these mobs. There's a person. Oh yeah, I guess. Being so close to the tunnel. Maybe not the best place to fight 3 resource mobs at once. But what can you do? This guy was using a staff of balance with a Judy. Either this combination is meta right now, or this was the same group as in the beginning. Because I've seen one staff of balance plus Judy guy in the beginning as well. 100% carry weight. Can I take one more? Probably not. But do I have anything that I can throw away? I guess I'll throw away some tier 4.1 wood. Okay, let's teleport. 28,000 silver for teleporting. I really haven't been gathering for too long. Looks like I need a different mount. Or a better bag, but better bags are so expensive. And not that insanely great. Kingmaker. 7.3. There is some loot that I still need to put away. Ooh. 5.1 would I probably get there. That did I find 5.1? I'm not sure. Probably. Let's put the loot away. So much loot. Oh, now I've put away too much. Yeah, like this. Okay. So, 550k in those 44 minutes. I do need more books, I do need more food. And I really want to look at if I can... Oh, well, can is the wrong word. If I want to afford a set of whiteboard, 450k, that's not that terribly expensive. And it's going to be so much more carry weight. What was the other thing? 370 max load. That's the thing that I may not... that I'm not allowed to lose. Mount 540. It's so nice and fast. But yeah, settled wild boar. Let's go. Let's take that. Let's see, mount health. No difference there. No difference there. 6k. Do I want to pay 6k for 821? 860. Okay, yeah. I do want to pay the amount to get the better one. The better quality settled wild boar. Alright. And now settled wild boar has 110%, so 5% faster as well. But 4 seconds until gallop. Okay, I do want to go into the east and then southeast through the tunnel. Let's see what's going to happen. Run, pig, run. 15% slower than the gallant horse. I'm pretty sure that I will reach the tunnel in time, but I really hope that I will get through half of the tunnel with invincibility. And more importantly, invisibility. I do not want to be seen by a ganking group. Not in a tunnel, not with this slow mount. This tier 6 map there may actually be relatively dangerous. There's also a tier 7. It's completely surrounded by tier 7 maps, which is not optimal for me. In the sense that me walking around with such a bad mount for escaping real groups, real ganking groups, it's actually not that great. Interesting guy. Did he get ganked? Or something? I don't know. My invisibility is doing pretty well though. I'm able to get through this tunnel. Looking really good. Easily getting through this tunnel. 15 seconds still left. Looks like a scout. Stone stack 5.1. Wood 6.0. We do want to gather it. I also want to gather the boar here. Really not a very safe place here. The tunnel is bad for escaping for me. I'm very far away from any real exit that's going to be helpful. Rough map, rough map. Another 4.2, but this one was only on 2 pieces. Now I'm definitely having way more carry weight though. How much does it have? 860, that's like 4 times as much. Can basically carry 4 times as much now. And it's also quite a bit harder to dismount me now. Because the settled wild boar has a little bit more HP, but more importantly it has armor, magic resistance and crowd control resistance. Quite a lot of crowd control resistance at that as well. Some juicy 4.1 stone. 12%. Still so far away from what I want. I can basically throw it away already, to be honest. person. There was somebody. I'm not sure if he was able to inspect me already. I surely was too slow. I barely saw him. He was mounted up. Yeah, okay. I don't need to worry about this guy. There's a 6.1 tree. I do want that. I'm not too worried about actually getting this big stack down there in the south. It's only 6.0. Can gather everything that I see on the way. Not really going to miss out on too much if I don't get that. And I'm seeing a lot of stuff in my way. Even though quite a few trees were not full when I saw them. And I actually took them. It's relatively weird to have the stack still standing there. Maybe it has just spawned when I entered the map, like shortly before. Another thing. Oh, a 5.3 bear. That would be so nice. What's the enchantment rate here? 21%. Every 5th resource is supposed to be enchanted. Quite good. That's indeed quite good. I'm pretty close to the 5.1 stone, but that should not be a problem. I don't know who would gank that thing. That's really not worth any money, so I don't think any valuable gatherer will take it. Even though I would. Once I reach tier 5 just to level up quickly. Gotta move a little bit more to the north. Because I really don't want aggro of that bear. So much stuff here. Even though the stuff I'm finding right now isn't too insanely valuable. More chest has spawned. Kinda feel like I wanna check it out. Like always, basically. I just want to take a look. But I'm really not sure if I should. Die. Okay. Let's kill this bear. I don't care. Let's kill it. Big stack still there. Maybe it's on 1 out of 30. That's possible. I will not even be able to check if this bear actually has 5 out of 5. Because I'm not able to gather it. Maybe I would have needed more journals, to be honest. Because I have way more carry weight right now. But I definitely don't want to go into any of those adjacent tier 7 maps. I really don't. So I'm going to teleport back once I've cleared the soul map. All the adjacent maps are tier 7. Tier 7 swamp, tier 7 mountain, tier 7 steppe. Oh. Is this a solo ganker? I mean, he ganked me with an invisibility potion. So I suppose he is a solo ganker, huh? There's some other interesting stuff going on right here. Can I do something funny? No. This guy is too weak. Actually a solo ganker. Interesting. I mean, kind of sad for him to have wasted his invisibility potion for me, but... How did he know, though? This seems to be a different guy, but he may actually be in a group. I mean, this guy may be in a group with the bear paw guy. And they may have fighting swaps with them. Maybe he was not a solo ganker. It is indeed possible that he was not a solo dude. Maybe he was trying to invis gank the big stack, maybe? Possibly? I am definitely finding more dangerous people. Even though that if this bear paw player who tried to gank me was solo, then he was not dangerous in any way. But if he had a group, then there was a person. I need to move again. But there are so many tier 6 trees here. So many. I want those. Beautiful 6.1 trees. They are pretty valuable. 2,600 or something per piece. I really want this stuff. It's actually pretty damn valuable. Also helps me leveling up faster. I definitely want this stuff. If I find a lot of this kind of stuff, I may even make some decent money per time. But we'll see about that. 21% enchantment. Chances aren't too bad. If not too many people were gathering in this map, then I may find enough good old enchanted tier 6 wood stuff. I'm not 100% sure what the ways, the typical ways in this map are. Because there will surely be some people coming through the tunnel, I would think. But I'm not sure, like they would not, usually they would not want to go to the southwest, I would think. They would either want to go to the northeast or the southeast. So, me being here right on the track that they would want to walk, it's probably not the best thing. Some trees actually died, somehow. Actually the best situation for me. Me not having to kill those is pretty good. This is a guy who wants to do stuff in static dungeons. So I'm not really scared about him. But I still want to move. He may still be in some kind of group or whatever. What is he using? He is a tier 4 lumberjack. And he's in the guild the Jackals. Or without the. Maybe it's just Jackals. But Jackals, if I remember correctly, wasn't a terrible guild. Meaning they do not suck too much at PvP. Which sucks for me if such people are around me right here, right now. But I mean, he was using tier 4 gear, so... wouldn't really make much sense if he was in a strong group right now to use such cheap gear. Slowly but surely I'm getting closer to the big stack. Let's see if there will actually be anything left on it. I've seen a lot of gankers and stuff, so maybe it's still full, and maybe I would just die. Let's see. There was a 5.2 tree. I should normally, what's it called, prioritize the 5.2 tree. But I also kind of want this big stack to be gone. Because the big stack may lure people towards my position here. And I do want to clear the whole south, I would think. I'm not sure why I would not want to do that. So I don't want people to be lured towards me. 5.2, one piece, yeah. How valuable is 5.2 right now? Very similar to 6.1. I haven't exactly checked out everything in the west yet. Which I guess I kind of want to do. Maybe I don't want to do so. Maybe I want to check out the east instead. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I probably just want to check out everything systematically. Even though I do suspect that I may not have enough time to actually do so today. 4.1 height being way less valuable than the last time. Well, maybe that's an over-exaggeration. I think the last time it was on something like 350 or 320 silver per piece. And now it's on 200 something? 270 was it? 287. The Earth Daughter. So this means the guy who is hunting it is very close. Will he lose much health doing it? I can do an invisibility gank. Is he doing it solo? He is doing it solo, and I think he is doing it. And I do know where it is. I have no idea if this thing actually deals damage though. And I could be doing an invisibility gang. Could really surprise him. I mean, he's really not using the best PvE gear. But I really don't know how much trouble he's going to have. If he has any at all. He would be very valuable. A Kingmaker, a Hellion Jacket. I think he also was using a giant stack. Would be a pretty nice kill. Could have tried to gank him with my invisibility potion. But maybe this Earth Daughter is really useless. I have no idea. I simply have no idea. He obviously must have been able to do enough to get her this low. If he's even the dude who's doing it. But I would assume so. People probably need to be pretty close while tracking for the thing to actually spawn. Earth Daughter. I didn't look at the level. This bear is somehow very interested in this tree. For some reason. I don't like that. No, he's not that interested anymore. It would take me so long to actually run around it. But it's some very nice tier 6 wood. Stay down there. Don't come closer. Don't come closer. Would be very interesting if he was still fighting this Earth Daughter or Earth Mother or whatever. Oh, what the hell is that? Somebody raided some territory, I suppose. There's 4.2 wood. Let me quickly... the spare is too close. Raw energy core. Large. 390. First time me seeing this stuff. Pretty funny. A lot of people there, it seems like. Let's see how expensive 4.2 wood is. Not very expensive, 740. Better than 5.1. Quite the big group. Generally, a lot of stuff going on, it seems like. %20 carry weight, so with a giant stack I would be on, I believe, 60% now. How much stuff do I have? Not that much. I would guess I would rather be on like 50% or maybe 40%. Probably 50. Not 100% sure. But I would guess 50. So much tier 5 wood. 4.13 up there. Don't know. Yeah, I'll go for it. I'll take that. I'll take it all. 6% towards tier 7. While I'm not looking at it, it's actually progressing quite nicely. But when I concentrate on how slowly it's going, then it's Almost a pain to watch. The speed of how quickly I'm moving towards being a tier 7 lumberjack. Come on, 21% enchantment. Give me some 6.3 wood. And 4.3 stone and 4.3 hide. Give it to me. Give the good stuff to me. A lot of stuff is already taken though. Most of the trees seem to be on 1 out of 5. At least in this part of the map. Also in the middle. In the middle it looked very similar, I believe. I haven't checked out the north. The north may actually be dangerous. Haven't checked out the east yet. Is it a... It's a tier 7 dungeon. So maybe the entrance is also interesting for some relatively dangerous people. Possible, I'm not sure. Being able to kill 2 nice mobs at once. Again. Seems like I haven't seen people in like 10 minutes. Or maybe 5. It really feels like it's been a while. It's a tier 8 bear paw dude with Albion jacket and Spectre hood. I'm really wondering what he's doing. I suppose just ganking with a different armor in his pocket. Taking out the Albion jacket if he thinks he has to do some PvE, some real fights. I would suppose. But who knows? Oh, I just wanted to look at what's my level. 45 wood gathering already. 41. So still quite a lot of room to get more gathering speed and gathering bonus. But also like reaching tier 7 lumberjack will again make me so much faster. I do want to go a different way. I'm pretty sure this was the same guy I was just talking about. After he lost sight of me, I went into a different direction in case of him being in a group. And him being interested in killing me. I do have a set at white bar, so I'm worth some money. I'm not too bad of a kill. If you actually manage to kill me somehow. Would indeed need quite the decent group. Was very comfortable in a way. How I was able to just tank everything of this tier 7 bear paw player. He wasn't even able to dismount me. Very nice. But this also pretty much means that if he was using a tier 8 bear paws, that I would have lost my mount there. Or if he had higher levels. But it's also the thing that once I'm a tier 8 gatherer, I will also be quite a bit more tanky as well. Even though it's really hard to level up the tier 8 gear, the tier 8 profession, which is quite annoying. Right now, not seeing too much of those 21% enchantment, to be honest. Maybe I'm a little bit unlucky right now. I quickly need to take a quick look at something. Hopefully I will not die. Looks like I need to end the run right now, right here. 6.3 hide. Well, I wanted 6.3 wood, not hide. Looks like I need to end the run right here, right now. Nobody's seeing me, so let's just teleport for 37,600 silver. Definitely didn't make much money today. 28% carry rate. So this means I want probably 10 or 12 tier 5 lumberjack journals with me. I'll probably need all of those if I manage to go for full carry weight. If I'll find enough resources. Alright, so I've made 956,000 silver minus like 60k for teleporting in 1 hour and 15 minutes. That's not really good. But it's some money. I already paid for my saddled wild boar.